Dear students, in continuation to our previous session on constructors, today we will learn about the different types of constructors in Java. At the end of this session, you will able to learn and use the different types of constructor depending on the problem and the requirement. In our previous session, we have studied what is a constructor. A constructor is nothing but a special member function used to initialize the objects when they are created. In Java, there are three different types of constructors. They are no argument constructor, default constructor, and parameterized constructor. Now, we will study each of these constructor in detail. No argument constructor. A Java constructor may or may not have any parameters. If a constructor does not accept any parameters, it is known as no argument constructor. We have seen for a method we will pass arguments. If this constructor method does not accept any argument or parameter, then they are called as no argument constructor. Let us understand no parameter constructor with an example program. In this program, I have defined a class called no parameter, that is no para. Within this class, I have declared a variable called I, and I am initializing this variable I with the help of a constructor. And you can see here, this constructor is not having any parameter. Hence, this constructor is called as no parameterized constructor. While calling this constructor within the main method, you will not pass any input to this constructor. Okay, and such constructors we call it as no parameter constructor. Next type of constructor is a default constructor. In your Java program, if you do not declare any constructor explicitly, then the Java compiler will automatically create a constructor which does not accept any argument at runtime, and this constructor we call it as a default constructor. As the name itself indicates, default constructor initializes any uninitialized instance variable with the default values of a particular data type. For example, if there is an integer variable in your program, this default constructor will initialize that integer variable with the value 0. Similarly, if there is any boolean variable in your program, then that boolean variable will be initialized with the default value, that is false. Let us understand default constructor with an example. In this program, have not declared any constructor within the class. So this class contains only the variables a and b with the main method. While creating an object of this class type, have written the name of the class followed by the object name, and then I have used new operator followed by the default constructor. See, this default constructor will be automatically identified by the Java compiler, and it initializes this object with the default values depending on the type of variables that are present in this class. So here in this case, the integer variable a will be initialized with the value 0, and the boolean variable b will be initialized with the value false. That is about default constructor. Next, parameterized constructor. Similar to the methods, we can pass parameters to constructors, and such constructors are known as parameterized constructor. Any constructor which accepts parameter, we call it as a parameterized constructor. Let us understand parameterized constructor with an example program. In this program, you can see there is a constructor called wheels which is accepting only one parameter. So this parameter value is used to initialize the variable, the instance variable of this class, that is wheels. To refer to the instance variable of this class, here within the constructor we have written this dot wheels. Here you can notice the instance variable name as well as the parameter name is same. To differentiate instance variable and the parameter variable we have used this keyword, that is this. Okay, so this refers to this instance variable. While calling the parameterized constructor, we have to pass the parameter value. Here, while creating an object of this class, that is the first object v1, we have passed an argument with the value 2. That means this vehicle is a two-wheeler vehicle. Similarly, in the next step, we have created an object v2 with the parameter value 3. That means this is a three-wheeler vehicle. And finally, we have created one more object v3 with the initial value 4. That means this is a four-wheeler vehicle. Okay. Next is copy constructor. A copy constructor is a special form of parameterized constructor. To the parameterized constructor, if you pass an object as a parameter, then it becomes a copy constructor. A copy constructor accepts an object of a current class and initializes the values of instance variable with the values in the obtained object. Let us see an example. Here in this program, we have defined a student class with a constructor, a parameterized constructor, which accepts two parameters, that is name and age. And also we have declared one more constructor which is accepting a parameter, and that parameter is nothing but an object of type student. And this constructor we call it as copy constructor. Okay, so why it is called copy constructor? See, you can easily guess. It is copying the values of one object and initializing that value to the other object. Hence, it is called as copy constructor. Let us see the void main section of this program. In the void main, we have created an object called student, that is std, with the parameters values name and age that we have read using the scanner class. Okay, and in the next step, we are creating one more object called copy of std, and while calling the constructor for this object, we are passing already created object as a parameter. So this is actually copying the parameter value of std object to copy of student object. Hence it is a copy constructor. That is about the today's topic. We have studied different types of constructors, and depending on the requirement, we can use any type of constructor in our program. Thank you.